There is only one decision that separates winners from losers, according to Napoleon Hill. And I bet you'll agree with me when I say that this decision was also what separated all of us from our goals last year. This video is inspired by an old video I made called The Secret to Achieving Your Goals, which got over 2 million views, but it's since been taken down due to copyright reasons. It was based on Chapter 6 of Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich. This video will be different though, because we're going to look at how to apply the teachings from Chapter 6 in 2022. Chapter 6 of Think and Grow Rich talks about the power of your subconscious mind. And while some people might think that this sounds woo-woo, there are many studies that show that your subconscious mind has an incredible impact on everything that you do. In fact, your subconscious mind controls every action and every emotion that you have. And what's even crazier is that your subconscious mind can actually be programmed just like a computer. Napoleon Hill says that there is one very important thing that you must know about your subconscious mind. It cannot tell the difference between a real experience and one that is imagined. He gives the example of someone who wants to learn to drive a car. If you wanted to teach someone how to drive a car without letting them touch the steering wheel, you would get them to sit in the driver's seat and imagine that they are driving the car. You would then ask them to close their eyes and imagine that they are operating the car, going over bumps in the road, turning the wheel, etc. When they open their eyes, they would be able to get in the car and drive it without ever having touched the steering wheel before. So powerful is the subconscious mind that it would convince their conscious mind that they knew how to drive the car. Now, if this is true for something as complex as learning to drive a car, how much more power does this give us when it comes to achieving our financial goals? A lot of people set financial goals for themselves, but they never achieve them because their subconscious mind doesn't believe that it's possible for them to reach those goals. They are setting themselves up for failure from the start because they haven't properly used their subconscious mind. So let's explore how we can use the lessons from Chapter 6 of Think and Grow Rich to make sure that our subconscious mind helps us rather than hurts us in achieving our goals this year. Here are the 3 steps that you need to take. Step number 1. Figure out what it is that you want. Now, this may seem easy, but most people never take the time to really figure out what they want. If you asked 100 people what they wanted, you would probably get 100 different answers. Some people want money so that they don't have to work. Others want money so that they can buy nice things. And still, others want money so that they can help other people. The first step is to figure out what your own personal why is for wanting money. What do you want money for? And don't hold back here. Write down exactly what you want and don't worry whether or not it's too expensive or too unrealistic. The whole point of this exercise is to figure out what your burning desire is. Ask yourself, if money is no object, what would you be doing with your life? What would you be doing with your time? What would you have around you? What kind of impact would you be making on the world? Once you have a crystal clear idea of what it is that you want, write it down and put it somewhere where you can see it every day. This is going to serve as a reminder of why you're doing what you're doing, and it's going to help keep your eye on the prize. All right, now that you've figured out what it is that you want, it's time to move on to step number 2. Step 2. Create a plan to get what you want. You can't just sit around and wait for your dreams to come true. You have to take action towards them. But before you take any action, you need to create a plan of exactly how you're going to get what you want. This plan should include small, achievable daily actions that you can take that will move you closer to your goal. For example, if your goal is to become a millionaire, you could break that down into smaller goals like saving $100 a month, reading 2 books on personal finance, talking to 3 successful entrepreneurs, etc. Once you've created your plan, write it down in as much detail as possible. Be sure to include deadlines for each task so that you have a clear timeline to follow. Then read this plan every day. By reading it every day, you're imprinting it into your subconscious mind and making it more likely that you'll take the actions necessary to achieve your goal. You see, your subconscious mind can't tell the difference between something that is real or imagined. So by reading your plan every day, you're convincing your subconscious mind that this is real and that it's already happened. This is why it's so important to have a written plan. It makes it more likely that you'll stick to it and ultimately achieve your goal. Now that you have your plan in place, it's time to move on to the third and final step. Step 3. Take consistent action. This is the most important step of all because it's where most people go wrong. They either skip this step altogether or they take sporadic actions here and there. But the key is to take consistent action towards your goal every single day. Even if it's just one small thing, that's better than nothing. And here's why. When you take action towards your goal, no matter how small that action is, you're sending a signal to your subconscious mind that tells it that your goal is achievable. You see, your subconscious mind is always working to protect you from harm. So if you tell it that your goal is, let's say, $1 million, it might try to convince you that it's not possible or that it's too hard to achieve. That's why it's important to take action towards your goal consistently. When you do this, you're showing your subconscious mind that your goal is achievable and that it doesn't need to protect you from it. This is the one decision that separates winners from losers, according to Napoleon Hill. Winners take consistent action towards their goals, while losers make excuses and give up. Don't be a loser. Be a winner. Take consistent action towards your goals, no matter how small that action is. Here's the good news. It's not too late to start taking action towards your goals this year. In fact, it's probably a good thing that you're watching this video right now. It means that you're already ahead of all the people who aren't even thinking about their goals yet. So use this video as a wake-up call. Use it as motivation to start taking action towards your goals today. Don't wait another minute. Start taking action now. If you liked this video, then check out my video on the 5 biggest mistakes that are keeping you poor. These are 5 mistakes that most people don't even realize they're making. But once you become aware of them, you can easily avoid them and start seeing more money come your way. Click here to watch that video now.